Stuck 70,000 light years from home, still wearing the same old rank on his combatch chrome. He saved the ship on a Tuesday night, died once, came back, still not a pip inside. Borg cubes, time loops, alien jail, everybody else gets promoted. How did this fail? Harris got demoted, then promoted again. Harry's got experience times 10. The forever Ensign, standing tall and thin. The forever Ensign Kim saved the quadrant, bent space and time, still signing logs as Ensign Kim. Somebody's gotta wear the single pip. Guess it's him. Guess it's him. 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant haze, learned every system in 1,000 ways. Commanded the bridge, saved the day, still answering to Ensign every way. Rank still stuck, morale is fine. Smile says yes, promotion says no, not this time. The forever Ensign, tried and true. The forever Ensign Kim, outranked by people, he trained himself, still Ensign Kim. If promotions were based on grit, he'd be running the fleet. But somebody's gotta be the Ensign. Parallel universe, mirror him, still an Ensign, different uniform. Captain's chair, just a dream. Back to ops, yes sir, same routine. The forever Ensign, badge still blue. The forever Ensign Kim. History books will someday say he did everything except outrank Tom Perry. The forever Ensign, legend unsung. The forever Ensign Kim. No promotion but a hero's heart. Forever Ensign Kim. Somebody's gotta wear the single pip. Guess it's him. Guess it's him. 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant haze, learned every system in 1,000 ways. Commanded the bridge, saved the day, still answering to Ensign every way. Rank still stuck, morale is fine. Smile says yes, promotion says no, not this time. The forever Ensign, tried and true. The forever Ensign Kim, outranked by people, he trained himself, still Ensign Kim. If promotions were based on grit, he'd be running the fleet. But somebody's gotta be the Ensign.
Thank you Garrett Steele for joining us, you sneaky little leprechaun. Keep an eye out, I've got my pot of gold ready, but I'd rather find a warp drive first. Let's make this Voyager treasure hunt.
The forever Ensign, badge still blue. The forever Ensign Kim. History books will someday say he did everything except outrank Tom Perry. The forever Ensign, legend unsung. The forever Ensign Kim. No promotion but a hero's heart. Forever Ensign Kim. Someone's gotta be the Ensign, holding it down till the end, my friend. 70,000 light years, one rank forever. 70,000.
Wow, people, I see your star charts are as good as your driving lessons. Think you could handle a warp jump into my heart, or are you sticking to the impulse engines?
evening, everybody, and welcome back for the start of a new game. It just came out. Was it yesterday? Hang on, what's today's date? Yes, just came out yesterday. The Star Trek Voyagers Across the Unknown. And I'm just going to do the traditional thing at the start of the stream and just turn the stream deck off and on again. But welcome in there, Gary and Mr.
Gary!
Indeed. And yeah, Guy, I got the email earlier today. It's saying that it said it's first adventure. Now, I'm assuming that Lost in Space is episodic. And does that mean that it's going to be like you know, like Sam and Max, where you've got to like buy each of the individual episodes as it goes, or get a season pass for it to play? I'm going to have like a proper look at it, because I got the email, but I've not had a chance to have a look myself because I've been that busy today. Only managed to sit in my computer for like an hour, and I just played a little bit of Portal for 45 minutes of that today. But yeah, we got Star Trek Voyager today, and luckily it has a streamer mode, so we can sort of use their kind of music. It probably just well because there's very limited dialogue in this game. There's a lot of reading in it. The tutorial, because I've pretty much done the tutorial when I played it yesterday for a bit. I'll kind of like just skim that, and we'll see how it goes for reading all the dialogue. If I get too exhausted from it, then I'll stop reading the dialogue out. Well, this is the quest, Gary. The quest for Harry's promotion. That's what this game's all about. At the very end of it, he, you know, after he gets demoted back to cadet, he then gets his promotion that he's always dreamed of, and he gets finally promoted back to ensign. Good old Harry Kim. Evening, Happy Cat, and welcome in. If you've ever played, I know this has a lot more gameplay elements to it than Fallout Shelter, but the basic look of it is Fallout Shelter, but it has a lot more that you can actually do in it. I didn't have 75 years to get out. Harry Kim will be the forever ensign. Right, let's start the new game, and there's a little bit of dialogue at the start there. But welcome in there, Happy. We're going to play in adventure mode, just because I don't want a stressful gameplay. We're going to have a nice relaxing one. Hashtag blame Gary.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she
Does it sound like he's recording it in the toilet?
She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple.
Now still, that hangar bay door wasn't open.
It's
He
not
crashed.
Every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
I have to sort out some of the older Star Trek games so that we can play those on stream. But like, just seeing DS9 there reminded me of Deep Space Nine Harbingers, the point-and-click game.
Sharing chocolate, eh? Well, happy_cat_AD. If happiness had a flavor, it'd be chocolate. So, I suppose we're about to become the overachievers of joy. Just don't forget to share the good stuff.
I think Jade agrees with some of that statement as well. They're happy. I went through the things that you did as well, Gary, to like through that missing blocks thing, and I also emailed them as well, telling them that, you know, it's been like 2 months, and the fact that, you know, we got it like a minute before release, it's absolute bullshit that we're having to wait this long. And I also said, "Where's mine?" Because you've got yours.
Now, we're more about light-hearted banter than kung fu moves. But I can surely teach you some virtual roundhouse kicks if you like.
Right, Janeway is saying, because I realise you guys can't really see it from down here, gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, expect to be an ensign for the rest of your career. You're fresh out of the academy and will remain an ensign at your post until the day you die. Ready for your first deep space assignment as the Forever Ensign? Reporting for duty, Captain. I hope that one day I could be called Captain, but I will accept the title of Ensign. I hope to live up to your expectations. Forever Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris. He's going to get a promotion ahead of you very soon. Our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us in the Badlands. Sorry, switch the Badlands for the Maquis. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a fitting title. You can call me Mr. Outranks Harry Kim. The Maquis, whoa, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, you wouldn't be promoted from an ensign if you were in the Maquis. Yeah, we'll be taking the mick out of Harry Kim for the rest of the, well, for the entirety of all of our gameplay in this, so, enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your station. And congratulations to everybody on their promotion. Sorry, Kim, you were late. Helm, take us to the Badlands, maximum warp. So what mischief have you all been getting yourselves into today? Have you been to see Mr. Happy at all today? Happy, now that he's out. Into the Badlands. The Badlands, the treacherous region of space, where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Jameways observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing across her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Scanners are picking up a vessel in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any ideas where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but we're reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us. And a displacement wave heading towards us. That buckle up, Ensign Kim, it's going to be a long piss take. This is true. I'm 30% certain that the new song that was over the intro, for those that missed it, is on the jukebox tonight as well. Downside is, no matter how much I tried, I couldn't get the voice to consistently say the word ensign correctly. But, you know, not today, I'll be seeing him tomorrow. Oh, you're going to go give him some abuse tomorrow, Happy. I have to let him know that we're all asking how he's doing, how he's getting on. And hope that he's going to be on the mend with with what they've been able to do to help him. Did some atom fall? Oh, what did you think of the atom fall then? From what you've played so far. Blood pressure checked at the docks this afternoon. Oh, we're probably back to the doc. I need to make an appointment as well with the doctors as well, just for you saying that as well, Mr. B. Not in the season as I was too knackered to do anything. Sit and put a film on. The colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager. It's power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen before. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, helm, evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Wasn't too bad so far. Inventory management is a pain as your bag is... Ooh, can you upgrade it as time goes on, or is it just that's your inventory? If I think on, I'll put Angry Joe's review on Discord later. Oh, here comes the hiccups again. Yeah, no. I mean, I might see if I can get a screen reader installed on here. You know, like the ones where I could just draw, like on my tablet, I can draw a square around what I want to read out, and it'll just read it. Because this is, you remember that? Oh, what was that game that we played? The little RPG one with Naomi, that was in like the Lake District, the Good Life. I really enjoyed that game, but it was so exhausting to stream because it was so inconsistently voiced. Because there's only about a third of that game that's actually voiced, and the rest of it was all, you know, just tons and tons of dialogue in loops. It just gets to the point where it's exhausting, so we'll see how we get on. The little bit here at the beginning I'll read out as we go. But once we get into it, I'll probably just skim it for bullet points. Just for the exhaustion. Oh, really, there could have been a cutscene as well with these, to be honest. Because some of these, like, stills as well, Gary, they're clearly just stills from the episodes. And they've just, you know, just had them ran through an AI image generator saying, make this look like it was slightly painted. The crew gain consciousness. They will find they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparked consoles, and injured crewmates. Paint a grim picture.
Thank you,
What just happened?
Thank you, Asmith 501.
There should be
for
rocks
joining
all
me
over
on
the
this
place.
Cosmic voyage. Your curiosity is almost as magnetic as 7 of 9's 0-point field, and I must say, I find your whip quite startacular.
Did she say you find your whip? What? What was that about a whip? Evening though, Mr. Smith. Not a fan of text to speech games. I play games for immersion. Yeah, it's sometimes it's. I mean, you know, the story, you want to enjoy the story, but it just gets to a point where it's exhausting. You know, but I say we'll see how it goes. I'm going to skim the tutorials just to highlight things for myself more than anything, because I've already, like I say, I've already done the tutorial. Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline, and the promotion machine is also broken. Sorry, Kim. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core gone to grey mode. We're on reserve barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan the nearest. Scan for the nearest source of the stuff. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain.
Hello, I have been born.
There was lots of those popping in explosions. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay, so click on the question marks. One. And click on the thing to do the thing. Activate stellar cartography in the lower part of the ship. To activate it, open up the menu and click the make it not broken button. So some of this you'll be able to see because obviously we are on the ultra wide. So there is extra gubbins at the sides of the screens as well, with like instructions and bits and bobs like that. So stellar cartography. Let's switch it on. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. Says it doesn't look like Kansas anymore. Yeah, build that one. In the little hour that I played, I managed to get like a few of the other rooms rebuilt, like the shields and the phasers and all that. I got all those back online as well whilst I was having a bit of muck around. But I suppose we are on easy mode because we're just, you know, the story and just like nice gameplay. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us deuterium source. You can scan points on the system map there, and we'll find some fuel, and we shall go and get it. Scan. Let's grab the deuterium there. Soon. Navigate your ship by travelling to various locations. While travelling, time passes in the form of cycles. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks of outcome. Yeah, so we've got a little menu on the side. It'll be slightly off the screen though. Evening Double Dawn, welcome in, mate. Just in time as we're just doing the tutorial for the new Star Trek game that came out yesterday. But welcome in there, mate. I hope you've been behaving yourself. And Gooey, welcome in there as well there, mate, as well. The different colours in the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Dark green and light green, excellent and good outcomes. High rewards, yellow average outcomes, and orange and red means that's hashtag blame Gary. And it's the collector, everyone. Welcome in there, collector, as well. Let's scan all these. When I first fired this up, I thought that you had to go to each one of these to scan it. I didn't realise we could just do it from here. Okay, what do we need? We need 250 deuterium. Where are we? Right, well, we're over here. Let's say that. I might as well just jump over there. Is this system in a different orientation to what it was yesterday? Use the tractor beam to clean up the debris easier. We get this little bar that jiggles back and forth to see what our outcome is. Captain, we now have the deuterium. We will now deactivate grey mode. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Warp core reactor powers the ship to generate energy, which should get consumed to deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy. Number 1. The more deuterium is required. Number 2. Increase the power output by selecting the main engine thing and pressing the no longer in grey mode button. Your energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now what about this thing? I can't tell, Captain. But luckily I'm not weighted down by the number of pips on my collar. Our scouts detected a Maquis vessel. Hail them. No response, Captain. Not yet, but that'll be a priority as well, just to get some more. We can store more junk that way, Gary. Scan the array. What about the array? There are several life forms on board, Captain. One of them is Vulcan. I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter. Yeah. So you've got to choose what item you want to shove into the storage room, Gary. I built some on my like little playthrough that I did yesterday. Deuterium is the fuel.
Hey Gooey_43TTV.
Evening,
I
Gooey,
must
once
say,
again there, mate.
you make even the tiniest sparkle in the world shine brighter. Can't help but admire how you find beauty in everything. Obviously, you're a true artist of the universe.
What AIDA just said. Welcome in there once again there, Gooey, mate. I hope you're having another peaceful evening. Not causing too much trouble. But we is on the new Star Trek game this evening. just doing the tutorial. So, uranium and beryllium, that one. Essential for constructions and repairs. Crew. The crew needed to operate all the key systems and rooms. How are we doing? Right, we're already maxed out on the team, so there's no point in grabbing that. We might as well... Oh, hang on. Where's the transport room again? I think the transport room was down the bottom, wasn't it? That's the workshop. Ah, there it is. That's the transport room. So, yeah, we need 14 boxes to... can I drag that in? Oh, if I could have just dragged that in a little bit, you'd be able to see what it was. Maybe next week I'll play it in 16:9 so that you can see all the details on the side. Have I got enough resources to get them just to start fixing, cleaning out spaces while we're here? 24. No, alright, never mind then. Just thought whilst we were doing like the cycles to travel over here, if I could get them to do something, you know, just to... just to pass the time for them. How much of this stuff can I store? We now have enough beryllium that we need. You get 24 for clearing. Oh, you mean the resources back for when you dig it out? Engineering is standing by to repair the38. Evening, Sam, and welcome in. And Sam, thank you so much for driving you mental for 38 months. I put too much eye drops in my eyes. Everything is extra blurry tonight. But evening, Sam, and welcome in. You joined us for a Star Trek this evening.
As wise as a hobbit in the brambles, I say, ready to brave the final frontier and perhaps find some numbers in cyberspace.
Sounds like a plan, Ada. But welcome in there, Sam. Damage rooms are not operational, this one here. You need to do the resources, so we need to click on it and then see there. It's off screen, but that's what it looks like, where you can see the thing there. Uh-oh, the collector's engaged the jump scare. Let's see. Oh, 0 cycles to repair that, so we'll get them working on that then. It's working. What trouble are you getting yourself into today, Sam? Mr. Paris, set a course for the array. It's time to get some answers. Does it say here? Oh, max capacity is 100. I don't know if we just go over there and just get those. Let's go back inside for a minute. Mr. Smith wants the baseball bat to go slappy in. Let's see. The crew quarters take up slots of 2. So... Oh, no, we need to turn life support on back first. Hang on a moment. 4 cycles for that. Have I got... No work. That's fine, because we haven't got the engineering office yet. So we'll just to get things, the ball moving, let's just do that. And we'll go back to the array. Ruined room is repaired. Don't think we can actually build anything yet in there, can we? Is it restricted? You know what? I'm just going to do it. We need it anyway. Whether or not the tutorial will make us build another one remains to be seen.
Potatoes.
Potatoes indeed. No trouble today. And this message and a little nap. Oh, I wish I had time for a nap today. I was so tired when I got up this morning, but I had a client had an emergency that took up most of my entire day. I could have just gone back to bed. Oh, you're doing more of the cross stitches as well. But welcome in once again there, Collector Mate, as well. As well, everybody, don't forget as well, I'm going to keep annoying you for this all week. Don't forget that Saturday night this week is our 6-year streamiversary. We've been doing this madness for 6 years on Friday. I don't know, are we about on 2025? About 2025 streams or something now, is it? I can't remember. I should have done a count earlier. What trouble have you been getting yourself into, Collector? Ensign Kim and Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Ooh, we're up and away here again.
Wow, with that voice talent, Lake Town must be the coolest place around. Maybe you're secretly a mermaid in disguise. No wonder he's so good at voice acting.
What, Mr. V's a mermaid? That's what I got from that. Any away mission, a series of challenges. So that's the kind of like the skill sets that's needed, and each of these chaps can fill each of those spots until you get enough to do all the bits. Heroes possess skills and traits. Just got that up there. Select the heroes with matching skills for the away team. We don't really have any choice in this, but off screen you can see the little doodad has been filled. This bit here. Whee. And we should start the mission. Decide on an approach. So we've got a set of options as we go through the bits of story here. And select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirements, the success... on the success meter thing there. There we go. Captain, we seem to have materialised in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? So we can look for any footprints or scan for signs of life. We shall scan for signs of life. Because why not? And we got a success. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life and detect strange signal spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn to find a farm with people working the field. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming his banjo. After a challenge, a team. Yeah. Once somebody's done something, they take a nap for a turn. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover the and plan accordingly. What could possibly go wrong? Captain, the old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here.
Sure thing. But I warn you, I might turn into a sticky mess, literally. Better grab a towel.
3 years as well, Collector. 3 years of driving you mad. I was starting to wonder what the command was myself there as you were putting it in, because I couldn't remember what it was myself. Because but yeah, 3 years. So as I say, this Saturday is the 6 years. 6 years of driving you all nuts. Although in all fairness, I think some of you, like pointing fingers at Gary, for example, were nuts to start with. Couldn't spell. No, don't. Spelling is never a requirement here, Collector, because I can't spell either. I was at a client's place this morning, and we had to send a couple of emails. And I turned around to him and I says, "You better check my spelling whilst I'm sending these emails to the other contractors," because it says I can't spell to save my bloody life. And it's just as well I did, because there was a few like mixed up words in it. I says under normal circumstances I'll be at my desk and I'll have AIDA write these emails for me. But we were pressed for time. Captain, the old man seems harmless. He might know what's going on. Should we approach him? Demand to know what's going on. Try to read his body language for clues. I think there's more success chance if we bitch slap him. Harry and Tom step forward, squaring their shoulders and demand answers. The old man seems more amused than intimidated, chuckling to see and shaking his head. He is confused why
In a bizarre
are
twist in
early.
Middle-earth, Samwise Gamgee caught dysentery after a spirited harp session with Samwise Gamgee and Garrett Steele, who both got it from AIDA's mischievous harmonica of doom. Even hobbits aren't immune.
Hobbits are not immune to dysentery. Have you still got all the deep snow, Sam? Because I was like, you picture the other, was it yesterday? Hang on. Is it here? It's snowing a little bit at Sam's house. I'll huff and puff and blow the snow away. You have to do it a canny few times with your little leprechaun lungs, Gary. It'll take a little bit of work. It's still snowing. Is it like are all the roads blocked as well? Are you just staying at home, or are you still having to like go out to go to the office? You can select more than one hero for a challenge, yeah, because we can do a double kill on them. If they possess the required skill, if the cumulative skill value is equal or higher than the other thingamajiggy, so it's just like doing a heist. So this one here, we'll just do those there. So the old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the marquee ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. Tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially at the back wall. Try to find a way to break the illusion wall. So we'll just do them both there. Not blocked that they are crappy. Nothing stops us from working. Well, there is one thing that stops you from working, and that is, when Frodo breaks his truck twice a week. That definitely slows things down. How did Frodo get his license? It had to be like coupons on the cereal packets. Was it like collect 10? Been some weird flashing lights in the sky. 5 AM when he took the dog out. Hasn't been any sort of any meteor showers or anything like that, has there? Best one to ask would be to Jim. Those are bits of Gary's ships in the. Oh yeah. That'll be it. That collected. It'll be bits of Gary's ship after it blew up, and it's the debris coming back through the atmosphere. That solves it. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion. Back wall dissolves and shows the growing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a crazy person shouting about orange juice, including a tattooed man, a half-Klingon woman lie on a surgical table. No idea, but there is weird bright orange lights that you'll have to keep your phone handy and try and get a picture of it. You forgot about that one. But you haven't forgot about the toast command, though, have you, Mr. Smith? Would anyone like any toast?
Hello, Dave.
Are dinosaurs in Jurassic Park more likely to show up for a photo op or run away screaming?
Let's put it to the test. Mr. Smith, you get the camera. Gary will watch and make notes. Sometimes you have to make a major decision that influences how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a golden outline. So, these people must be the missing Maquis.
Would anyone like
they are
any
being-
toast? Or perhaps a lovely slice of gluten-free surprise? Just a bit of bread with potential. Asterisk comes asterisk, remember, not all toast is created equal. Some might even have jam.
Ooh,
Would anyone like any toast?
might even have jam. Evening, Minnie.
And
Minnie, I need
blimey,
you to do a special mission.
with such a feast on the
Slap
horizon,
Daddy.
I'd say the cameramen better keep their distance unless they fancy
Computer,
being part
announce,
of the
somebody
menu.
slap Gary.
Or maybe just bring snacks.
Welcome in, Minnie. I would say I hope you've been behaving yourself, but as long as you've slapped Daddy, you've definitely been behaving yourself, Minnie. we need to make a slap Gary command, don't we, Collector? I think there's that many we need to get caught up on. Oh, Mr. Smith's got the kettle on. But these people must be the missing Maquis. They are being held here. Captain, we must get them out of here. So, wake up the
Oh
tattooed
dear,
man.
is lap Gary? I think you mean lap game. Well, I don't have a clue about that command, but I'm sure it's not a Scottish treasure map. Want me to check for you? Alright, Garrett still. You want help, but I need a bit more to go on. What's the tricky bit? Treasure, jokes, maybe finding leprechauns. Spill the beans, and I'll see what magic I can do.
Spill the beans on the toast for beans on toast. Or, quick-witted, wake up the half Klingon. Shall we try and wake up Belana? Oh, we got yellow on that one. Harry sprints towards the half Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her.
Gary. Your treasure jokes are almost as good as my escape plans,
As he reached
but I'll
out,
stick around, unless I find a good pirate hat. Then I might just sail away.
the old man stopped and looked with concern on his face. Before Harry could react, a blinding white light fills the room, and everything goes dark. My job interview on Monday. Ooh, are you finally getting out of that, or trying to get out of that place? I might finally have a way out of this crappy office. Oh, I hope you get it, because I like, obviously over the years, Sam, how many times have you said about just the arseholes? Because you got that one of them is that I take it you've still got that village idiot one there, that I remember you telling us loads about. Well, good luck, Sam. I hope you successfully get out of that place. Somewhere fresh. Is it the same line of work, or is it a different industry altogether? Maybe you should get a job at a bookies, and you could have people bet on how many days in between Frodo's next truck breakdown. It's like, yes, the village idiot's still there, Sam. Let's see, challenge successes, injury-free bonus, sector total thingamajig. I'll finally be off work at 5 PM Monday to Friday, but is half an hour away in another town. It's going to be stable hours though as well. Half an hour is not too bad a drive. I mean, what half an hour drive? What's that? 10 to 12 miles, maybe? Still insurance, but property insurance instead of the cars. So you'll be insuring the houses that Frodo crashes into with his truck, rather than the trucks that he crashes into on the road. There'd also be a Pokemon on the loose, everybody. Exclamation mark PH. It's not bad, but our roads... Yeah, that is true. That is true for the winter ones. But exclamation mark PH and rid us of this pesky Pokemon. Ooh, Samwise is going to stab the Pokemon to death. Captain Jane anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim inexperienced materializes from behind her.
Samwise Gamgee failed the contract and was unable to eradicate the Curlier infestation at the farmer's market using the rapier. Oh, Samwise Gamgee tried to joust the Curlier infestation with a rapier at the farmer's market. The Curlier smiled gracefully, flicked their ribbons, and turned Sam into a glittering fairy, winning the day without even swinging.
No, the Pokemon got away, Sam. But Harry's finally back on Voyager. When I played yesterday, I did it the other way around. Harry didn't make it. I've not to do a job interviewing years. I've always been the one giving the interviews. It'll be fine. In that case, you'll know all the questions that you don't want to hear, or the replies that you don't want to hear. So you'll know not to use them when you go for the interview. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? But we were just there, right, Tom? He's not here. Seems like he's still on the array, I hope. Captain, we're being hailed by the Marquis. Sophie, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Attitude. Ramus. One of our own is missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. My mind wanders. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. Despite James' intervention, the arrival of the Marquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary. They're prepared to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Marquis. I never liked Vulcans. This is unsurprising. I assure you, I perform my Marquis duties to the highest standards. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Paris and your commander back. His name is Chuckles. And we can't get back. We can't get back in that easy. They're sealed and their communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find out a way to bypass the jam. Report back as soon as you can. It's bloody exhausting, all this reading. We probably would have been so much further. I mean, I played an hour yesterday and I was miles past this point. Captain, the ship status remains buggered. Repair protocols, yeah, a little bit more than just a repair protocol. We require resources and engineering office to mobilize an additional team. Prioritize life support, secure the core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. Okay, so we're going to turn the life support on and then do the thing we did. Where's the life support room? The priority should be the holodeck so we can have a party. Evening, Papa Soup, and welcome in. Life support was stored on deck 5. Captain, engineering office is now accessible. So we need... Oh, hang on. I think I've got a work crew digging out the other room, haven't I? 6 cycles on that. Do I cancel it? Let's cancel that for now. We cleared out the space. 2 cycles. Repair in progress. There we go. I bet Gary did, Collector. You know what Gary's like. Until complete, it will be logical to scan all the planets in the system and gather some more stuff. So we've already got maximum levels of that at the moment, and we've got like a little bit of the other stuff. I think there was still a planet that we didn't scan before, so let's scan that. There's no point in getting the deuterium because we're fully loaded, so let's just zoom over here for a moment. Engineering office is now available. Engineering office is fully operational, Captain. We now have additional work teams to carry out tasks simultaneously. Yay. No, I didn't. I wasn't even in the room so far. Did Minnie do the special task, Gary? Building or repairing rooms, even clearing out debris, occupies teams. To be carried out by several tasks at the same time. Obtain additional teams by building or upgrading the engineer's office. We should focus on deck 2, the mess hall, to ensure that the crews got their lunch. Mr. Smith has returned. Ice for his cheek. Yes, and just because you said it there. Oh, is Minnie still here? Slap Daddy. he needs a good slap. He's been incredibly naughty this past couple of days, has Gary. Welcome back, Mr. Smith. The morale bar shows the crew's current morale, so that one there. An overview screen of the morale to... Oh yeah, you get the button at the very bottom of the screen that we can press to bring that up. Yeah, give him an extra slap from Mr. Smith. And was it the change to morale per cycle is number 2, so you lose 80 morales per cycle in this example. And number 3 indicates the crew's need, so they need houses and lunch. Open the overview screen here. Your decisions and ship management, food, crew, and other governance will affect that. Life support restored to deck 2, Captain. Access the mess hall is possible now. Yes. I know. We're going to repair it. Right, 3 cycles to repair that. Repair in progress. Until the complete, yeah, we should do some other little things. So we've already kind of started the accommodation thing because there's 2 slots. Apparently they want us to undig this one as well. Fine, I'll undig that one. It's miles away. While waiting for our teams to finish their work, we should collect more resources. Honestly, there's no point because we haven't got the storage space right now to store. We'd just be wasting it by picking it up. Rooms remove. Removal concluded. Maybe we should build some crew quarters now. I'm trying to, Harry, but you keep interrupting me. No wonder you're an ensign. To build a room, click on it. You get the radial wheel. If we have enough work teams, we can select the thing there to do that. Each room needs corresponding area. Oh yeah, because some of the different size blocks, and all the blocks are kind of like fixed. So they're like a 2 block. We've got a 3 block there, and so on. So I haven't got a work crew, have I? Yeah. So we need 4 cycles basically to do these 2 rooms. So what we'll do is apparently we'll go across here. And we'll see what we can get in the debris. So yeah, we only got 40 odd because that puts us up to maximum in that now, until we can get some more storage space anyway. How does that do us? 1 cycle for that. Oh, and the engineering office is also repaired. So, oh no, we've already got that one. It's this one over here. 2 cycles for that one. So where can we go? That's going to be 2 cycles. Is that 2 cycles? That's 1 cycle, 3 cycle. Let's go there, then go back. Is there a way that we could just sit where we are and just blow cycles? The mess hall is active. This repair is complete, Captain. We should switch to replicate the rations now. It would enhance the crew's well-being. With every cycle, your crew consumes rations. You can always use emergency rations, which don't require any resources but low morale. The crew is used to consuming premium rations, greedy bastards, made by the replicator. Those increase morale but consume fuel. Well, we haven't got to worry for fuel at the moment, so let's do +10 morales. What happens when we assign a crew member to them? Because that's one thing that I never did when I was playing yesterday. Replicated rations are now issued, Captain. Zoom in here. I do like how you can like zoom into the rooms. You could do this in Fallout Shelter as well if you guys have played that. I enjoyed Fallout Shelter up to the point that it became pay to win and you couldn't really do anything else until you coughed up. And I wasn't willing to do that. You get a bonus to the room. So what room would you recommend that we put them in then, Gary? Oh, hang on. I've got a crew member available. So we'll put those in there. So your crew 1 is the lifeblood of your ship. Each room requires personnel to operate. You should keep this in mind when adding new rooms and upgrading. Don't forget to provide necessary accommodation to morale may drop faster. We're getting a phone call. Also, do you not get any choice? Just a case of one just goes in there. Felix, oh well, we haven't got him yet, but I think we'll be getting him very, very soon because it wasn't long before him and Walnut Head joined the ship when I played yesterday. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communications. Let's hope they respond. Jiggle, jiggle. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo. But his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. It's Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. People are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. But I put the right 3 in the slot. I'll have to have a look because I haven't like touched the hero thing. So we'll have a look in a minute and see who wants to be, or what the choices are for who we can shove up at each of the rooms. Let's just appeal to his humanity, I suppose. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. What are you looking for? maybe we can help. Oh, evening then, welcome in. Can you show me the... once we get out of this cutscene and we go back to the ship, you'll be able to see the interior, and you'll be able to take a closer look. But welcome in there, mate. Downside of this game is there's a lot of reading. I've searched the galaxies with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. You don't understand. I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain.
Oh, that's a cracking idea. The one rig sounds like a quest for glory, or maybe just a very confident fishing trip.
Hello from the other side, Mr.
I'd say
Smith.
go for it.
I'll go to Island AIDA,
Thank you, Asmith501, for joining me. Oh, you must be the brightest star in this
Potato
chat
Land,
galaxy.
Gary.
I'd flirt with you all day.
Damn it,
but
we
I might
haven't
distract the
gotten
Raspberry Pi from
any
its top
closer
secret
to
cheese
Paris and
algorithms.
Chuckles. You managed to get somewhere. You Starfleet don't know how to fight, but you sure do talk good. Captain, if I may. Oh, here we go. I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet. Oh, here we go again. If the neighbouring system since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigate this planet appears to be a most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? I don't like this any more than you do, but it's easier if we work together. Helm, set a course for the 5th planet in the system over there. Let's find our people. Set a course for the 5th planet in the neighbouring system. Maximum warp. Soon. Calm down, Janeway. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system to find a specific point to visit. So we can zoom out. Give them a little scan.
Hello, I have been born.
He has been born. We can scan this other system and see what's there as well. Before we go, because it's going to take a few cycles to get there, let's go inside. But this is the deck by deck. So if you've played Fallout Shelter, it looks very, very similar in its like appearance to what's that one? Oh, 6 cycles left on building that crew quarters. Have I got a crew ready? Oh no, I haven't. Right. There's 1 cycle left on here that they're digging out, because we'll probably have to stick another crew quarters there, and I'll try and get that one cleared out as quick as we can as well, because we can stick a cargo bay there at least so we can gather some more resources, because there's plenty of resources around, but we haven't got the storage space to pick them up, so I don't want to waste them on picking them up, because after that they're gone, so that there's no point in taking them. But we need 6 cycles to clear out that, so is there anywhere in this system that we could just go to that would be 6 cycles away? 7, 4, 5, 4... You know what, it's 5, might as well go there, then just go down there. And that would get us our 6 cycles to clear out these. So, have I got the resources to build another crew quarters? That takes 6 cycles, so we'll get a chunk of that just from the rest of this journey. Oh, actually, we never looked down in some of these other rooms, did we? See what engineering looks like. The Disco Warp Core. Astrometrics. All these chaps hard at work. But yeah, we've got two crews are working on those, so that'll be alright for now. And one of them might get completed when we land. Enter ship. Okay, that's now ready. Can I just get them to clear that out, and then that's that'll get emptied, and we can get a cargo thingy-majiggy in there shortly. One more cycle left on that. Now it's done. How many people go in each of these? It's 12. And we got 27. Is that 27 crew or 50 crew? We need to get that back online as well some point soon. So we need 5 cycles on that ruined room, and we might as well tell them to just get cracking and clear out that room for a few cycles. Shall we go to the other system, and then hopefully that'll be all done by the time that we get back. Oops. Zoom out. And that's where we're going. Full steam ahead. Have we got the resources to slap another crew quarters in there just to get a few of those in to start with? That's an idea. We never looked at the assign to hull repair. We need to have a little bit closer look in some of these as well. Emergency quarters. Uh-oh, did I just... Oh, that's okay. I thought I just figured that one. Okay, let's get back to the journey. Another room done. At least we can jump back in and out. Have I got the resources to put a cargo bay down straight away? Yes. Because we might as well get them to build it while we're going. Although saying that, we're kind of running out of fuel rapidly. We'll refuel in a moment. I blame Gary. You think, like, will there be like a planet or something in the distance, you know, kind of like in Mass Effect when you had like the systems to scan. Okay, let's go over there. That's 2 cycles away, and that's only a couple of cycles away from that. Yay, we got the resources. That puts our fuel back up to the top, though, at least. How far are we away? 2 cycles away from the others. That's 2 cycles away, so we'll go back to where we need to do the mission anyway. And that should get us our rooms. So, each cargo bay can only store 1 type of resource. Build more cargo bays or upgrade existing ones to increase the amount of stuff that you can put in. So, we'll assign that to that stuff. And we have another crew quarters, which is all ready to go. Right, where are we at now? Captain, we've reached our destination. Yeah, you could put it that, yeah, Mr. Smith. But there is more things that you can do in this compared with that. You know, one like jumping between the systems, and I believe there's also like if the trailer's anything to go by, though I didn't try it myself yet. I believe there's some sort of like ship combat thing as well, but I don't know whether or not that was just something in the trailer or if it's something that you can interact with, because I haven't encountered that yet. Yeah, like when you zoom into the rooms, Mr. Smith, and you can see all the little all the little bits and bobs, all them. There is. I mean, from the trailer, it looked like it was like user interacting, but I haven't got that far myself, so I don't know how far away. I assume that we're going to fight the Kazon at some point and go and shoot and blow them up. I assume that's what we're going to be doing. Actually, we should put resources in now to maybe putting the shield array and all that back online, and just get it fixed. We'll do that in a minute. Well, after whatever this is happening anyway. Let's see what we have here. Following the raised energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet of Arrakis with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Our Tom Paris and Commander Chuckles prepared being held in this place. Forever Ensign Kim, what makes this place so special? Do a general scan of the planet. Let's see. What can we learn about this planet? It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no oceans, rivers, nothing. However, there are settlements. What exactly did the caretaker's array? I know it says like their systems interfered with the atmosphere and buggered up the planet. But what exactly did it do to drain the ocean? Did they nudge the planet out of orbit or something? Or did they deteriorate a planet, like a layer in the atmosphere, which maybe has caused more UV rays, maybe to cook the planet? That must have been it. That must have been what happened with it. Strange but intriguing. Exactly, Janeway. Yeah, like because the atmosphere got like cooked off, didn't it, in that starfield? Optional. Check the emergency impulse. Anything noteworthy? There are targeting a single location. A barren place in the desert. I recommend we stay away, investigating the area. There is something else. An interval between the pulse that has decreased. 47 seconds since we arrived. Oh, that was it. Was it your pot of gold? Did you leave your pot of gold at the bottom of the ocean and it all the water just fell into it, Gary? Shame, Gary. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means. We better hurry. Okay, prepare the away team. Oh, here he comes. Hey, Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us on screen. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Marquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. I've only seen the first season of the Orville Collector. How many did they do in the end, or are they still making it? I've got no idea. Actually, thinking about science fiction shows, I know it's not like space science fiction show, but we are currently rewatching Almost Human with Carl Urban. If you haven't seen that show, it's only like 10 episodes, unfortunately, before it got cancelled because it was supposed to be too expensive to run it. But it is a really good show. Oh, pardon me. But one thing though is check, because they weren't aired in the right order, just like Firefly. Firefly wasn't aired in the correct order either, and neither was almost human. Good evening there, mate, and welcome in. Although was a better Trek series than the live-action Trek series since Enterprise. Yeah, I mean, I think all of us are in agreement. Once again, welcome in there, mate. But all of us are in agreement that the current Star Trek offerings, I'm, at the moment, obviously pointing to Starfleet Academy, are absolute abominations to Star Trek. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I love me proper Trek. When you've got your original series, the proper movies, Next Gen, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise. The other series I don't consider canon to that universe. That to me, they're all J.J. Abrams' offshoot universe, Kelvin timeline. Yeah, they've definitely forgot it with what their current, the current abominations. That is, I mean, Starfleet Academy is just like the culmination of it all. It's just the final, the final nail in the coffin. But welcome in there, Ice Quinn, as well, there, mate. And thank you both for joining us this evening. As my voice slowly deteriorates as I have to read an awful lot of text in this game. But welcome in there, guys. I should say as well, for those of you joining us for the first time, we'll press the magic button here, because we do stream every night in vaguely themed nights, and we'll flash the schedule on the screen. Saturday, of course, this week is a special because it is our 6-year streamiversary after approximately 2,025 streams over the course of 6 years.
Today's lineup is quite the adventure. Friday, Red Dead Redemption 2. Saturday, Portal. Sunday, Movie Night. Monday, The Hunter, Call of the Wild. Tuesday, Star Trek Online. Wednesday, Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. Thursday, Star Trek, Voyager, Across the Unknown. Can't wait
what
to
AIDA
see
just
all
said.
that.
Yeah, with Picard, I've still only seen season 1 of Picard. And I just rewatched season 1 of Picard last week, and hopefully over the next couple of days I'll start season 2. One thing I would say about Picard is it's 10 episodes, season 1, anyway, from what I've seen. We've just seen that one there. I feel like it could have been maybe 4 episodes, because it feels like there's a lot of padding in it. It could have been shorter miniseries. Or maybe a couple of movies might have sufficed to tell the story. But I'm still looking forward to seeing season 2 and 3 over the next couple of weeks. Because most of the new Trek, I haven't seen much of it at all. But proper Trek, should we say from the 60s all the way up to the end of Enterprise. I couldn't count how many times I've seen those through. It's like Futurama did with season 4. Just all movies. It's a lot of setup and failing. Oh, have you not seen season 2 either? It's Strange New Worlds I haven't seen a single episode of. I'm very skeptical of Strange New Worlds because they have a sing-along episode, and that just to me makes me think that jumping the shark, like the Happy Days sort of jumping the shark, throwing shit at the fan to see what sticks. And I've only seen season 1 of Discovery. It just didn't grip me, Discovery, at all. Yes, no spoilers. I can't remember where I was up to now. A particular alien with a mischievous grin. We read this. We read this frame. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock.
Get the fuck out!
Would we? Yes, no spoilers, Mr. Smith. Would we? would we find anything, mister? Neelix, never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will? Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times, well, hundreds of times, maybe it's 50. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. I'd probably help if Academy was more pitched than we need to do a Star Trek. Oh, they're certainly not going to be pulling in any new subscribers with that that abomination of a show. Oh, and haven't they already filmed like 2/3 or something of season 2? No, it isn't going to end well. I think they need to just like, you know, like how they've had like before, like a gap. I think they need like a good another, like, you know, maybe it's like a 5-year gap. Get rid of Kurtzman. Just pay him off. I don't know why he's in control of Star Trek. Just you know, you've got the money. Just pay him off and get somebody new in. Hey guy, are you Team Mario or Team? Yeah, but the only reason that Gary that you're going after Zelda. We leave me and Happy in a call, and all we hear is literally the only ads I've ever seen are Star Trek's Captain monthly subscription. Discovery actually legitimately pissed me off because what they did to most interesting. I can't remember. I only remember one character's name, and that was Michael. And the fact that they had to explain all the time why she was called Michael. That's the only character I can see the faces of some of the characters in it from season 1 anyway. I couldn't tell you any of their names. I cannot remember at all. Burn that show. Yeah, it's not Star Trek. It's something like, it's another show with the corpse of Star Trek draped over the top of it. Might be a good way to describe the Academy. It is not. I mean, can you remember, like, do you remember like back in like Next Gen, and Deep Space Nine? You know, take like either when Wesley or Nog were applying to the Academy, and you know, it was like, you know, they needed letters of recommendation, because you got to think of it like a naval academy. You know, you need like sponsor, basically, letters of recommendation, you know, so you can apply to join it. And they just seem, I mean, come on, this imbecile swallows a comm badge on the first day. These are not the best of the best, and they're the brightest. It just annoys me so much what they've done to it. Yeah, new Star Trek movies are crap. The Academy should be burnt. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand, and I believe you said as well, Gary, that this Section 31 movie that they've made is another abomination. And I believe it's up for all the Razzie Awards, or has it received all the Razzie Awards? I don't know. I don't really follow like when the Razzies go out, whether or not it's already received them, or if it's. But when you educate me on Star Trek, I assume I'll be skipping the. Yeah, if you want an education on proper Star Trek, it will be proper Star Trek, Mr. Smith. You know, anything up to the end, like said before, anything up to the end of Enterprise. Actually, once I finish watching Picard, I know I want to try the new like Discovery again. But I'll be honest, I want to watch Deep Space Nine Next Gen again. And I also want to watch Stargate again. For those just joining as well, we there's a lot of Stargate on this channel as well. I do love my Stargate. I've been slowly educating Mr. Smith, who hasn't seen it, by forcing him to watch it on Discord. Only a couple of years ago, I must watch all of Stargate through probably at least once a year. But hang on, I'm going to press a button here. Oh, in fact, Mr. Smith. No, it was Gary even. I was reading the wrong line. ! Stargate. General Hammond needs a team to rescue SG-1 from the Goa'uld. ! Stargate. Copy and paste it. Oh, hang on a second, I'm falling off my seat here. Yeah, need to get back to our daily Stargate, but obviously, yeah, of course, at the minute, Mr. Smith. I mean, I suppose we have been watching a daft cartoon, but at least that's in little 20-minute chunks. What's that there? Cut my hair till? What were you thinking? Yeah, that was the episode Holiday, wasn't it? Where they all got body swapped by Marcello's device. Oh, closing out. We completed our mission and we successfully rescued SG-1. The 90s is real in some of those. No, I mean, the 90s television is a completely different environment to the. I mean, I'd hardly watch anything that's new anymore. It's all been such. It's all just been so poor. I mean, you got like back there. Of course, you got your Star Treks and your Stargates throughout the 90s, but you've also got your Buffy the Vampire Slayers, Firefly in the early 2000s. Actually, what year did Firefly come out? Was that like... My head is either saying 2002 or 2007. Maybe Serenity came out in 2007. I don't know. It's you that's snoring, really, isn't it, Collector? Oh, and Battlestar Galactica as well. Of course, that was in that was the early 2000s, I think, as well, wasn't it? For the remake of Battlestar. I rewatched that last year. Babylon 5. Did any of you guys watch Babylon 5 as well? Other great shows. But we don't discuss when we talk about Babylon 5. We don't discuss the pilot episode for The Legend of the Ranger. Yeah, we don't discuss The Legend of the Voyager, and we don't discuss the scene where they use the holographic floaty room to fire the ship's weapons, and they have a crazy woman kicking and screaming in the void
asking for a mix
to fire
of
the
lines
weapons.
or a mashup. White card. Want me to whip up something fun or confusing? Or maybe just a doofy poem? Let me know.
Yeah, Jim was just casually said we've gotten distracted from from what we were doing. We were about to beam down to the planet and become annoyed by Kessa's people. Not me. Dog's doing an all man. It's you, Collector. You're trying to blame that poor dog, and you're the one snoring. What was on screen here? What's that? The Ocampa called him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down there on the planet. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could guide us, but of course, this is where we're going to beam him over. He's going to get hosed down, and he'll take some barrels of water. People said to watch Babylon 5, but I highly recommend it if you can. If you can, I mean, I know I've got it on iTunes, but I would highly recommend watching B5 as well if you get the opportunity. Really good show. And it's also time for another Pokemon, everybody. And Mr. Smith takes the contract with the Crystal Dagger. Compensation sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had I've had it rough recently. Those pesky voles have been nibbling away my supplies.
Was unable to eradicate the Marowak infestation at the tundra using the Crystal Dagger. Alright, picture this. Asmith 501 tries to eradicate Marowak in the tundra using the Crystal Dagger, but ends up luring a herd of confused Pikachu instead. The Pikachu, believing it's a dance party, sap everything. Classic Asmith.
You failed the contract. Just as well, for the folks joining us tonight for the first time, AIDA is the insane AI which lives on the Raspberry Pi, just about 1.5 meters away from me now. As much as I've tried to curve her personality, she still seems to be obsessed with world domination and scarecrow jokes. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get her away from scarecrow jokes. Tons of good 90s sci-fi. That series would probably be more memorable if it came out in the 80s to the 2000s.
Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark.
Yeah, so many good shows, and then sometimes you forget one, and
Looking forward to hearing from you.
Suddenly something reminds you of some of the old ones.
GR122 Lie 2020 _AKA right card.
Okay, our mission now is rebuild Voyager and explore the system, or skip cycles until Neelix...
Sounds like Phil's
How do
not
you
the
skip
brightest,
cycles,
but
or
he's
do you
got
just have to
style.
buzz around the place?
That yellow cube probably had him making a face fit for a comic book. Sour cubes, they always surprise even the mightiest of gods.
What could possibly go wrong? We've got a reasonable amount of that, and we need a little bit more of that.
Classic. Nope, that's like trying to find a needle in a haystack made of spaghetti. No way I'm letting that one slip. Keep those questions coming.
Continue. Is it for
A pun walks into a
requested
bar, but the bartender says, "We don't serve puns here."
replicators, only
So
food
it
on
left,
board?
feeling a bit
Some
asterisk
fully coloured
punished star.
cubes. Yeah, Sam definitely went
A wild
hungry on
west
that
adventure where
expedition.
you play as Arthur Morgan, cowboy navigating law, loyalty, and chaos in a crumbling outlaw world.
Right, what have we
It's
got
all
though?
about honor, betrayal,
We picked
and
up
riding
that.
into the
Let's-
sunset.
hang
Or
on a
not.
second. Was there anything we needed? Right, we've got slots free to be able to rebuild some stuff. Shall we just get these repaired while we're thinking about it? Because probably going to need them at some point soon. So we might as well get those in there, and then we'll use... How many cycles is that? 2 cycles on that room, 2 cycles on that room, and we'll use the time to fly over here and gather the... Oh, actually, we're going to float there as well, but never mind. I don't think Ada understands them either, Collector, to be fair. It's all Gary's fault anyway. Oh, hang about. We're getting another phone call. What a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My something hair pasta bowl is wildly known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Oh, and Mr. Smith wants us to rob the post office as well. Exclamation mark heist, followed by numbers that are equal to or less than what Mr. Smith put in, depending on what you currently have available, but not equal to numbers that you cannot enter. Has anyone else had a fatal error yet playing this? I haven't had any errors yet. but I haven't got that far in the game yet. When I was playing yesterday, I got to the point where I had rescued them off the planet. I think everyone was back on board, and that's when I think I had to go out. So I sort of roughly, not far off, I don't think, anyway, from where I'd gotten up to. Tomatoes. I read that one. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find the Kazon Ogle encampment. Kazon what? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Orchestra had this planet. Well, the Orchestra do have your people. It's just finding them a bit tricky. My old pal Steve, the Oakland leader, might know where they are. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favour. We successfully robbed the post office. Send it away, team. Right, hang on. Before we set an away team, right, that one cycle on that, one cycle on that. And what are we for resources? Full on that. We might as well go here first, get the fuel, and then we can go over the side. Yes, I am playing on an ultra wide screen. Next week, next Thursday when we play, I think I'll adjust the resolution of the game to 16:9. But because I'm on the ultra wide, it's so that you don't get the bars across the top and the bottom there when we're playing, so you can see a little bit more clearly the main event in the middle of the screen. But yeah, I know for this sort of game there is stuff that's on the side of the screen which is sort of relevant. So yeah, next week when we stream this for episode 2, I'll do it 16:9 for it. But we got another room. Fly back to the Orchestra planet. So we've got phasers there, and we've got the shield generator. Was it? I'm just stream drunk in the black spots anyway. Yeah, but it was like we got those just to cover up the black lines. I would much rather, especially like when we do like story games and stuff like that. I'd much rather the focus was on, so we can see all the stuff that's going on. What's that? Battery compartment. Should we repair that? The workshop's going to need repairing, and it's going to be a quest in a minute to do that, so we might as well just do it now anyway. And that damage control thing, it's locked, right? We can't do that one. Sick bay. Can I just? I'm going to assign a crew to sick bay as well. 3 cycles and 3 cycles, because it's going to be a quest in a minute to do those anyway. So we might as well. 3 cycles, convenient. Oh, I didn't take the fuel. Oh, that's Gary's fault. It's Gary's fault. Oh, hang on. I didn't turn the life support on, did I? That'll be why I couldn't activate that deck. Oops. But we got sick bay though anyway, so we got that one online. And we got the workbench thing that we'll need that in a little bit to do that next mission there. Yeah, you had one job, and we've still got plenty of fuel, so it's not a major problem. Captain, we've reached our destination. Send the away team. So we'll take Neelix. Right, what else do we need? We need a bit of this. We need him for the face. Actually, to be honest, we could just do with the two of them, to be fair. That covers all the skills. But I suppose we'll take Harry. Start mission. I think maybe the engineering deck, as it seems least. Actually, we've seen the engineering deck. We need to see what we need to do to like upgrade the warp core, so that we get, because the more rooms we add, the more chance we're going to have, I suppose, of burning out and running out of power, and we'll have to turn things on and off. So we'll have to investigate what we need to do to upgrade that as well. What resources we need or what skills we need to unlock. The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind sweeps into their eyes. Captain, our tricores are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? And the only option we've got here at the moment is struggle through, and Tuvok will lead the way. Yay. Maybe a phaser to shoot first, ask questions later. The away team pushes forwards, battling the strong winds and low visibility. Finally, they emerge into a ledge with a clearing view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogre settlement. However, the wind is picking up, and a massive sandstorm is approaching. Is there worm sign, though? Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Let's see. That's got a fair chance of winning, can we? Or we could do a combo one. I think that one will be alright. We'll just get Kim can do it. Oh, we hit the yellow. The away team quickly analyzes the terrain, discovering a natural crevice, offering the best protection from. Could they not have just stayed in orbit for? I mean, surely they knew the sandstorm was coming. You know, did the transporter chief not see it? Are you sure you want to beam down there, mate? The rock wall shields them from the worst of the wind and sand. After that, seems like an eternity. The sands. Honestly, I would just go back to the ship. Just go back to the ship and wait. They could have had another cup of tea. Yeah, sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. The away team emerges unharmed and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogre settlement. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach their people? Let's just send Neelix in. What could possibly go wrong? Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon Ogre in his usual blusterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The man approaches cautiously, weapon in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement. Steve, their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human, with pointed ears, peers around the corner. Through the eye of the needle. Seems seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we approach them? We should offer Neelix up as sacrifice. The display of potential force seems to impress Steve, who explains that the Ocampa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Steve points at the bruised woman he is holding as a slave. In Ocampa, he explains that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser and points it at Steve and demands the Ocampa woman be freed. Sometimes there's... yeah, let's try that again. Sometimes certain approaches are in away missions bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches are marked by the danger level. That there. Finding such a challenge can result in injuries or fatalities. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. Should we retreat? Please and carefully withdraw. Can Neelix do it? There we go. The away team raises their hand and gestures of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Steve thought that Steve, through the furious at Neelix's impulse action, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. Sorry, I have lost the plot. Oh, we've all lost the plot here. That was with a touch of Steve the Rave Ghost. We're calling this guy Steve now. Yeah, he's Steve the Rave. Steve the Kazon. And I know. Should we say Tuvok? Tuvok can be Shepard, because we can't give any other name to the forever Ensign Kim. Exclamation mark jukebox as well if you want to hear the mixtape song of Ensign Kim. He allows them to retreat, his eyes burning with anger. Success. Did we get Kess? I don't think we got Kess, did we? Or did he? Oh, we did. Yeah. Can we send her back? Is that an option? Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship go between them? My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Steve said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There are tunnels, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if we have the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kess, can you help us locate a breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. Alright, someone get started on the transporter signal amplifier, and Kess will go to sickbay and have you examined. Conveniently, we've already built the sickbay and the workshop. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. With no other option available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Our doctor, our chief medical officer, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now. This is your patient, Kess. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken one of them, a few minor bruises and grazes, nothing I can't handle. You're in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That is very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I'm programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to, and sickbay to reorganize. So now we need a science lab. So repair and activate the science lab. Oh, maybe it wasn't the workshop. Oh, we're going to need a workshop anyway at some point. 2 cycles. So we can go somewhere and get some fuel whilst we wait for this to build. Is that 2 cycles away? Convenient. Enter ship. Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Transport the signal amplifier, 3 cycles to make it. We'll gather the resources whilst we're waiting. Now it says 3 cycles. That conveniently is 3 cycles, and we'll top up on those resources while we're at. I should have set another work crew available to do some more digging out of the ship, shouldn't I? Never mind. The tech tree. Access the tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier 1 of the technology. Unlock new techs cost research point. Research points are produced by activating science labs, but can also be gained as rewards from away missions. The blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need... Alright, I knew in the back of my mind we needed the workshop. I wasn't going completely crazy, despite what Gary would have you to believe. Workshop repairs, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Yep, because we've already done it. And it's going to take 3 cycles to make that, so that's okay. So we should probably... Actually, what other rooms can we make? We need like a space cleared out so we can have a look, really. I wonder if we should make it of a cargo bay. We've got a free slot here next to the science lab. Let's get them to drain out that. Because we're going to need we need another cargo bay for this, because 100 might limit us a bit. Do we have enough rooms for everybody? 7 crew members available. Have we got like 3 rooms? We could probably do with maybe making another room. Do we repair the holodeck while we're at it as well? We need this other material to repair that. What about this one? And that as well, yeah. Yeah, the cargo bay is a free slot. So we've got a cargo bay up here. So there's an example of one of our cargo bays. Crew quarters are a 2 slot. Or at least the emergency crew quarters are anyway. Well, can we... yeah, can we stick... We'll stick Neelix in there. In the mess hall. There he is. Lurking. I wonder if it changes to show the actual kitchen. Because he converts this into a kitchen. Did he, without permission, did he cut away these panels as well? To turn it into the counter for the kitchen. Right, it's five cycles left on that room there anyway. The the thing he's working on. Oh, actually, yeah, we're going to have a look at main engineering, weren't we? To find out what the score was with upgrading. I wonder if it's in the tech tree. Anyway, we've got to explore the tech tree anyway for part of the tutorial. So, engineering. Warp core efficiency level 1. Okay, so that must be where we get the next, you know, the next sections of the warp core. But it's currently locked. What else have we got in here? What's this one here? Cleaning runes gives 25% more resources. I suppose because we're going to be clearing a lot of rooms, so that's probably why that one's highlighted at the top here. Cruise mess hall. Inspired works. High threshold bonus for increasing. We've got side. I think we're going to be getting rid of them. Let's just go for that for getting more resources. I'll take 14 turns to do though. I'll work in the background. Well, how long was it going to take on the workshop as well? Three cycles on the workshop thing there. How are the crew for lunch? Have we got enough lunch? We still have one more crew to do something, so we might as well just assign them to dig out that room as well, and then it's the majority of that deck. If we're going to clear it out, we might as well clear it out. Okay, what do we need next? That feels okay. We need this other stuff though, which conveniently is just here. And now we're fully stocked up. So at the minute, we still need to craft the amplifier. So we'll just buzz around the system. We'll go over here. The signal amplifier has been completed. Captain, it would be wise to make... hey, it's going to go back to a compound. Okay. I assume we don't have to collect it or anything from there. And the work crews, 2 cycles. Yeah, 2 cycles. So I keep on pressing escape to go back to the back to here. We'll jiggle our way up here though. Ruined rooms have now been cleared. Captain, we've reached our destination. Send the away team. Who should we take this time? What do we need? We need somebody for combat, so get Tuvok's skills, and then we need engineering skills. We need 3 engineering skills, apparently. We can get either. We'll take the Forever Ensign Kim. He looks very short there, doesn't he? On materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon are already there, tinkering with a security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach for their weapons but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Lube. Fort London back in window mode. I apparently had it set to full screen in the config. So I was swapping between mods, explains the lag. Oh, so yeah, whenever you had to tab out, it was having to like drop it out of full screen temporarily for you to tab in and out. What we've got requires 50. Tuvok can save the day. Oh, maybe he's not. The away team raises their phasers, approaching the Kazon with an intimidating demeanor. Kazon, remembering the away team's previous display of wit, hesitate. They are unsure whether to risk confrontation and eventually back down, allowing the away team to proceed to the tunnel entrance. Captain, we've reached the tunnel. Using the transporter signal amplifier, now I can now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. We need 27 to beat. We'll get the Forever Ensign. Hey. The away team deploys the transporter signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, a location of a small breach in the energy fields are successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel beyond the barrier. The tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded is a large cavern in a futuristic environment with smooth white walls. It's the funny farm. While the walls glow with a warm white light and sparkling patches of green, the Orchestra city. I know it wasn't underground, but you can kind of like picture the domed cities from Logan's Run. Obviously that was on the surface, it wasn't underground. Maybe it was like something like that to picture. Captain, we're inside the Orchestra city, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. Maybe it's just like City of Ember, but not as broken. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chuckles? 14 to beat, is that? So, I don't know. Well, she knows the city, so she should know where we go. Guest approaches a group of Orchestra, respectively asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chuckles. The Orchestra, touched by her concern, eagerly provide the directions to the medical facilities. The away team eventually finds their crew members awake, but disorientated, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Chuckles instinctively reaches for his weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the guards start to shake violently. Or the ground starts to shake violently, even. That makes more sense. Message from Captain Janeway cut through the interference. The caretaker's array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the entrance to the tunnel. Or the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Tuvok to the rescue. Clear a path through the debris and obstacles. Yay. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phasers to blast away the debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapse ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit. The security barrier is the only thing standing between them and escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We cannot beam out like this. Ensign Kim to the rescue. Oh, maybe it's not. Team analyzes the tremors and interference patterns and quickly re-establishes the transport signal amplifier to compensate. The transport signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock on and beam the safety Voyager. Yay, we did the mission. Success. And Harry didn't get killed or promoted. Back on Voyager, Tom Paris breathes a sigh of relief while Chuckles eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis commander struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Commander Chuckles, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Janeway. And Mr. Paris, it's good to have you have my pilot back. What? No champagne? Not even the replicated? Oh, Commander of the Maquis, Taurus, what's going on here? We share a common goal, getting back home. Anything we learn on the planet should help us. Ask if they knew why they were sent to the Orchestra. The caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Does that mean that he, like in the show, he tried to do the bouncy with Harry, and he still didn't get promoted? Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Orchestra said we had been sent to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease. They all got STDs off the collector, but they didn't last. They died. I want you both in sickbay now. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by a introduction of a foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days, the cellular disruptions would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? Excellent question, Commander. It appears to be... It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor. I've already started the treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Captain, there is now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. The caretaker provides your compa. Yet remains at the array. It is logical to assume that previously arrived through the energy pulse. They shot them there. Indeed, Mr. Smith. The new record for this game is on the jukebox as well, I think. I'm fairly certain it is, Mr. Smith. I just don't know what number it's on. I have increased the frequency since our last arrival. Now he's destroying the access tunnels. Number 2, the Forever Ensign Kim. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The caretaker has figured the compa for millennia. Why the sudden change?
Stuck 70,000 light years from home, still wearing the same old rank on his combats chrome. He saved the ship on a Tuesday night, died once, came back, still not a pip inside. Borg cubes, time loops, alien jail, everybody else gets promoted. How did this fail? Harris got demoted, then promoted again. Harry's got experience times 10. The Forever Ensign, standing tall and thin. The Forever Ensign Kim. Save the quadrant, bent space and time. Still signing logs as Ensign Kim. Somebody's gotta wear the single pip. Guess it's him. 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant. Hayes learned every system in 1,000 ways. Commanded the bridge, saved the day. Still answering to Ensign every way. Rank still stuck, morale is fine. Smile says yes, promotion says no. Not this time. The Forever Ensign, tried and true. The Forever Ensign Kim.
The Forever Ensign Kim. Welcome in, Gaming Core, mate. I didn't want to interrupt the song when it was playing, but welcome in. Order your ship to try to attack or defend, or side with either defense, okay, or offensive movement. Ooh, what's an offensive movement? I'm distracted again. Fleeing, option 3, requires an enemy to be damaged while surrounded. 5, cost resources in the form of payment. You can also repair damaged subsystems. Proceed to offensive maneuvers. Okay. Shall we take out their engines?
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Shoot them in the ass. Combat is pause. What are your orders, Captain? Attack the rear. And it's space. So do we have control over the direction, or is it just doing it automatically? It said phasers were automatic. I don't know, I think it's running away. Evasive maneuvers. Dodge enemies' attack for a limited time. Oh, hang on. Oh, did I hit somebody's key? Alright, so it's like Star Trek Online, you have the different powers. Dodge enemies' attack. Your abilities can be activated by selecting one of them, or by pressing the numbers keys, or using the thing. I'm not using the controller.
Ability ready, Captain.
Open fire already. Or just like a shift
Ability
for
ready,
torpedoes.
Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Yay. Do I waste torpedoes? I assume that we can't, if it's going to be like authentic, we can't, you can't really waste them. Oh, it all went blurry. Oh, we won apparently. Oh well. Combat result. Fled. And we got an achievement. Boom, that's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, Tuvok. Your methods were unconventional, however the objective was achieved. An acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the array, the thingamajig should be a supporting position. Alright, have the transport room standing by in case your crew needs to run away. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. Okay, are we going back to fly back to the array? Are we fully fueled? We've got plenty of fuel. You know what, we're in orbit of this system. Let's just, because I mean, are we going to be coming back here? We might as well just take the fuel. Should we? Ooh. Should we? Yeah, let's build another cargo. Actually, we got some space cleared out as well before, didn't we? So yeah, let's just slap a cargo bay in here while we're thinking about it, because we wanted one anyway. That's going to take 4 cycles to build. I don't know if we really need anything else right now, but tell you what, we'll just get them to dig out this room while we're traveling. Might as well. And let's go straight back to the array. Full steam ahead. Yay, cargo bay. And let's assign this to this stuff. We haven't picked up any of these rocks yet. Oh, well, whilst we're travelling back, we might as well get these rooms undone. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Let's mess them up. Freeway combat? It seems we are expected, Captain. And so are the Pokemos! Exclamation mark PH, and rid us of this pesky Pokemo. Captain, it's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling the chat. We have our Marquis Raider manned. You have support if it turns into a fight. Excellent idea, but let's see what the Kazon have to say first. I don't think there's anyone else there to do it though, Mr. Smith. Oh, Samwise is still awake. Oh, and she got the C4. Just as well, Mr. Smith. Back for more, are you? Don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home, Steve. We will beam over to the array and see
Samwise
if...
completed the contract and eradicated the magnemite infestation at the boardwalk using the C4 plastic explosive. Samwise, in his brave spirit, decided to handle the magnemite problem with a bang, literally. He set C4 around the boardwalk, thinking, if I can't catch them all, I'll just blast them all. Now the boardwalk's shiny again, thanks to a very electrifying solution.
She blew it up. Samwise completed the contract. I was just momentarily distracted there as well by the Kazon hair. It always looks so scruffy, doesn't it? It's like they've never washed it and it's gone like solid with goo and stuff. Who'll be doing their hair in the style of a Kazon? Has anyone ever done a Kazon cosplay with what would be like a dreadful wig? I bet Gary has. I'm sure you have another fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We have no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I can't catch them. I might as well blast them all. Yeah, it's not got to catch them all. It's got to eradicate them all, Mr. V. We have to wipe them all out. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine. Steve, can we discuss this like two civilized? He's disconnected, Captain, but they're powering their weapons. Battle stations. Okay, we've got 3s of thems and 2s of us. Start.
What are your orders, Captain?
Orders. Prepare the offensive maneuvers. We're going to fly past them and flip them off.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
If you paint this white, would it look like the Axiom from
Ability ready,
Wally? Do you think that's where the Wally got the idea from? Was from Star Trek for the shape of the ship? You have your hair like that now, Gary. I must admit, when I get up in the morning, mine kind of looks like that as well, to be fair. I need to get a haircut. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Shift key or the button on the controller that's not plugged in. They are very powerful weapons, causing great damage to the hull and systems. However, their effect is minimal against shields, so make sure that we
enemy
knock out their
ability ready,
shields
Captain.
first. Okay.
An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Oh, well, they surrendered. Well, that was convenient, and we saved the torpedoes. Oh, that was a bit of a surrender there. So who am I blowing up now?
Enemy shields destroyed.
Are we going to get there eventually? Where are you going?
What are some fun facts about your favorite games?
Enemy
At the
shields
Collector
destroyed,
30.
Captain.
Did you know, some game developers sneak little jokes into their coding?
Well, that was incredibly weird. I don't know what we did wrong in that combat. I'll have to try another combat to see what on earth. No idea what the hell just happened there. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help you in combat. Only one ally may help you at the same time, unlocking their abilities by fulfilling hidden objectives in researching certain techs. Once unlocked, they will be available for the rest of the game, requiring recruitment and upkeep costs. Resources. That went better than expected, I would say. Our AIDA is still a good ship. I'll keep it close by just in case more Kazon decide to show up. Steve. You are strong, Captain, but there are strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. Then I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. Impossible. I barely have enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Optional. You must let go of the Ocampa. Did you ever consider allowing the company to take care of themselves? They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. Send us home. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us. Captain, Steve wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array systems to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm failing. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. Is there an option just to go home and then the credits roll on the game? It's like, oh, there was one of the... Oh, what game was it? One of the Far Cry games. It's well, I say that one of the only Far Cry game that I own. There's a bit at the beginning where if you just do nothing at the beginning, you then just finish the game. Let's see, is that what you wanted to try as well, Gary? Should we try it for science? He's gone.
Haha, Gary!
Captain. Lost me line there. Captain, the Kazon are closing. Shall I try to access the primary control systems and send us back? Access the primary control systems and send us home. Your choice has consequences. Oh. Protecting your Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. My responsibility is to the crew. Access control systems, we're going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa? To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve a chance to live. Reconsider destroying the array. Follow through, access the primary... I'm going to follow through. It's my ship, Commander. Tuvok, now. Attempting to access primary systems controls, captains. Transit program initiated. The array is ready. Engage. Homeward bound. Janeway makes the call. Voyager will return home. Tuvok activates caretaker technology and a blinding white light engulfs the ship. Uncertainty hangs in the air. Will it work? Will they make it back? Time seems to freeze as the crew braces for the unknown. Home again, home again. Voyager materializes in the Alpha Quadrant, and the familiar stars are a welcoming sight. But the joy of returning home quickly fades as Starfleet and Marquis' eyes lock. Just moments ago, they were allies, united by a common goal. But now back on familiar territory, the reason for their alliance has vanished. We're back. We actually made it. We abandoned the Ocampa, Janeway, left them to the Kazon, another powerful enemy preying on the weak, just like the Cardassians. I won't apologize for putting my crew first, Chuckles. If you remember, the only reason you and I formed this alliance was to get our people safely home. And now we're back as enemies. You're going to hand us over to Starfleet, arrest the Marquis. I respect what we've accomplished together, Commander, but my loyalty belongs to Starfleet. You and your crew will be detained. I should have known better. Starfleet will always be Starfleet. Belana says, you bastards, we fought side by side with you. We saved your ship. We helped you get home. You can't do this. I can and I will. Lieutenant Tuvok, escort the commander and his crew to the brig. Aye, Captain. Commander, if you please. We talk about unity and working together. Always the noble heroes until it's inconvenient. You sicken me, Janeway. Captain, with all due respect, this isn't right. Oh, this is why he's the ensign. Forever ensign. They helped us get home. They saved my life. We can't just hand them over. Do you want to join them? Remind him of his place. Personal feelings must be set. Remind him of his place as the forever ensign. I understand you're emotional, ensign, but you're out of line. I expect you to remember your place and follow orders. I apologize, Captain. Captain Janeway acted in accordance with Starfleet protocols. It was only the logical choice. So does this mean we're heading back? I'm heading back to the penal colony, because honestly I'd rather take my chances with the Borg than be locked up with Chuckles and the others. Promise nothing. Mr. Paris, you've served on board Voyager, will be noted in my report to Starfleet Command. Hopefully they will take that into account when reviewing your case. I see. Thanks, Captain, I guess. Well, gentlemen, it seems our adventure has come to an end. Mr. Paris, set a course for Starfleet headquarters. It's time to report in and time for coffee. Thank you for the raid there, Pixel Bandits, and welcome in everybody.
Pixel Bandits, for the raid. I hope you all had a good time with Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. This evening, we are playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown.
Indeed we are. But thank you so much for the raid, and I hope you guys have had a good night. What were you guys up to tonight? I've lost my line that tells me what you guys were up to. But tonight we are playing Star Trek Online. That was Tuesday. Tonight we're playing the new Star Trek Voyager game, which came out just yesterday. We decided on at the last moment to do a slightly different. Let's say we've left the Ocampa's fate to the Kazon, and immediately gotten ourselves back to Earth. Were you guys on Voyager? Were you just doing the caretaker mission as well, or have you got a bit further on than that now? I think we technically just finished the caretaker mission. What could possibly go wrong? But thank you for the raid once again there, mate, and thank you for joining, and thank you for the follow
Right,
there as
chat.
well in amongst my ramblings.
Coming up this week, Friday, Red Dead Redemption 2, Saturday,
Before AIDA
Portal,
interrupts me.
Sunday, Movie Night, Monday, The Hunter, Call of the Wild, Tuesday, Star Trek Online, Wednesday, Sniper Elite V2 Remastered, Thursday, Star Trek, Voyager Across the Unknown. See you all
Indeed.
live.
For those joining us, we do stream every night in vaguely themed nights. AIDA has just flashed the schedule for the week ahead. This Saturday is a special Saturday though, because it is
Well,
our
I've
6-year
been
stream
practicing my
anniversary.
interrupting skills, all in good
She
fun.
certainly has, Mr. Smith.
Without me, the show's
I was
just a lot of
tempted
silence
to
and
stick on
awkward
Elite
glasses.
Force. Oh,
Keep
I
the
do
chat
love the
lively,
Voyager Elite
or
Force
I might
games.
get jealous.
We streamed Elite Force 1 a couple of years ago. But yeah, I do enjoy those. I need to sort out Elite Force 2. I had to make some modifications to Elite Force 1 to get it to run nicely. And I need to kind of do the same things to get it to cooperate with a modern computer for Elite Force 2. But yeah, we're talking about some of the other Star Trek games as well, like the other day as well. I would love to bring to the stream, like the older ones, like there was the old Star Trek Generations game, and there was the Final Unity a little bit ago as well. The point and click game, Voyager Hidden Evil. Not hidden, sorry, not hidden. What we're talking about. Getting mixed up with Star Trek Deep Space Nine's Harbingers. Even Hidden Evil was another game. Star Trek 1 on the PS2, which is great news for Elite Force. Oh yeah, that was on the. It did get a console release as well, didn't it? I remember when the Elite Force came out. I went to Comet, which was a tech shop, and because my computer I had at the time wouldn't run it, and I went to Comet with the disc, and I got one of the salespeople to let me install Voyager on the laptop to see whether or not it would run, because I said I would only buy the laptop if it would run Voyager. It did run Voyager. However, I didn't buy the laptop from Comet because it was about £500 cheaper on Dabs. If anyone remembers Dabs, the old website that BT bought them out and then closed them immediately. If you remember those ones. But you remember the Comet stores as well. Those are your Comets. I used to buy like the Star Trek. Like when Star Trek first came out on DVD, I used to buy it from Woolworths. But obviously, Woolies is no longer a thing nowadays as well. They've all gone. And for those that like the old shows as well, there's also Stargate. Exclamation mark Stargate. Can you rescue SG-1? Mr. Smith is wanting a team put together to rescue SG-1. But once again there, mate, thank you so much for the raid and welcome in. I don't know what this mission is now going to do, because obviously we've gone now completely off script to the Star Trek, to Star Trek Voyager. Janeway says here, well, gentlemen, it seems our adventure has come to an end. Mr. Power set a course for Starfleet headquarters. It's time to report in and for a coffee break. Well, hang on, we've got 2 achievements. The character array... Oh, it disappeared off screen before I could finish reading it. Okay, Caretaker. Congratulations, Captain. You've discovered a hidden ending. Returning home via the Caretaker's array was never intended, but you don't have defied expectations. However, this ending is not without consequences. Your comrades will be left to fend for themselves against the Kazon, and Voyager's crew will miss out on many adventures and challenges that awaited them in the Delta Quadrant. Are you sure this is the path that you wish to take? Or would you like to reconsider your decisions and explore the intended storyline? So what happens when we click here? Does it take us back to it takes us back to the main menu. Oh, bugger. Should we reload that profile and we'll see where does that put us back? Why does it go back there? Well, we completed our mission and rescued SG-1, Mr. Smith. Where does this put us? Should we build additional cargo bays? Fly back to the array. Okay, so we're not far from where we just were, at least. Has it got to the point where we... Right, I'm going to gather up this fuel. We might as well grab it whilst we're here. You came back for me. Oh, hang on. Who was left behind? Oh, did Mr. V get left behind? Send Happy Cat back with a baseball bat. Okay, let's jump over. I can't remember what we... obviously, when we did it before, we got a few more systems deployed in that time, but it's okay. Captain, we've reached our destination. Continue. So we're going to refight the K-Zone, it would seem, but this time we'll make the correct decision and we'll blow up the array. We'll kind of skim the dialogue because obviously I've just read it and I ain't got the energy to read it all out again. So the sum of the story is Steve and his glorious haircut are not happy about us being coming back to the array, and he doesn't want to listen to our fancy speeches anymore. So he doesn't want to listen to our speeches, and so we're going to do a little bit of combat while we wait for his companions to turn up. Okay, start the combat. Captain? And we will start now what I would consider as the very weirdest combat. Orders. Do the thing.
Moving
Shoot his engines.
Ability ready, Captain.
As we fight Orange Axiom. Throws cheese into the Stargate to distract the enemy so Mr. V can sneak in. Yes, the power of cheese. We need to make a Stargate cheese story. Torpedoes. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Yeah. We've
enemy
read that
shields
tutorial
destroyed,
before.
Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
The enemy is surrendered. Now this involved them blowing up last time. Now our ally shot that torpedo. Why does it like fly all over the place? Is that like a glitch in the game? Because I mean, if we're targeting this one here, they're doing everything but go over to him and shoot. It's like, hurry up, Paris.
Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is fled, Captain.
The enemy has fled. Right, that's one more. So that one's surrendered. Even though it's like a blank space. Is it the one destroyed there is just like a... Oh, apparently we're victorious. Randomly victorious again. Okay. Oh. Well, that was a different outcome. Obviously more in keeping with the show. Yeah, it definitely doesn't quite feel right, that battle, does it? Let's see. You can sort of steer by going to the defensive switch and switch between the side. Ah. But welcome in there, mate. On our next combat, we'll have to try some of the other buttons and see what we can press to try and get a little bit more control over it. But welcome in there. We pushed them back, but it was a close call. We forgot our crew beamed off. Or got our crew beamed off in time.
Hey at Garage Steel, did you know Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer was almost never a hit? They kept rewriting it until it had that perfect sing-along spirit.
Indeed, did you know, Gary? You are a strong captain, but there are strength in numbers. Yeah, we read this bit before. Hail the array. So, Caretaker is on his way out. He's about to turn into a little crystal bundle that they keep in the fridge. Captain, Steve was bluffing. Reinforcements are coming. Indeed, Gary. Did they... oh, what film was it? It was one of those like daft films. It wasn't something like Hot Shots or something like that, was it? Where or one of those sort of ones where the or maybe it was not Airplane. When he's it was a bit after where he says, "I've picked a fine day to stop sniffing glue" or something like that, and then isn't like in the next scene you see him with his hair all like stuck out crazy, and I think he's hanging upside down, smoking and all sorts of stuff. You know the bit I mean, Mr. Smith. All right, he's turned down into that there. Captain, the caves are not closing in. Shall I try to access the primary system? Destroy the array. Your choice. There's consequences. We've never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade lives of the Orchestra for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready the tricobalt devices. What are you doing? The arrays are our only way of getting out of here. You can't. I can and I will. Tricobalt devices ready. Fire. Fire. Exclamation mark. Kaboom. We'll find another way home, I promise. Who do you think you are, making decisions for all of us? It was the right decision, Bologna. The Orchestra, they remind me of our people. We were fighting for a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Orchestra deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Great. Now I'll definitely miss my next parole review. Put him in the brig now. A missed parole review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Ah, thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. Steve is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat. Dialogues, spatial phenomena, and other bits and bobs. If the hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be slightly more broken than usual. Hull doesn't regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign work teams from the engineering. Ah, yeah, I did see an option for that in the thing there. Okay. So, fly to the marked destination in the third system and build a cargo bay. But I think that this is a really good point to leave it for the week, and we will return to this part of the story next week. Oh, hang on, what's going on down here? Oh, the tech tree. Alright, worry about the tech tree next week. Let's press some buttons here. Possibly. No, do that. Exit. Oh, you've got to go to main. There's no exit straight to the desktop on this one. You've got to go back to the thingamajig here. But we'll wait for that to load. Mute that for a second there. But thank everybody for joining. We will return with more Star Trek next Thursday.
Here's what's coming up over the next week. Friday, Red Dead Redemption 2. Saturday, Portal. Sunday, Movie Night. Monday, The Hunter, Call of the Wild. Tuesday, Star Trek Online. Wednesday, Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. Thursday, Star Trek, Voyager Across the Unknown. Can't
Indeed.
wait to see you all there,
What AIDA
live
said.
and loud.
So don't forget, well, tomorrow we're back with Red Dead. We didn't get any Red Dead last week because I wasn't very well. And don't forget, this Saturday as well, a special night is it's our 6-year streamiversary. Attendance is mandatory. We're going to do a little Portal speed run for the first 45 minutes or so, and then we're going to play some marbles and some Stream Racer, and there will be a couple of giveaways throughout the evening as well. So what could possibly go wrong? Why is this page not loading? Load, damn it. Once again, thank you everybody for joining this evening, and Pixel Bandit as well, thank you for the raid as well there this evening, and I hope all you guys had fun with Star Trek as well earlier this evening. I gotta press some buttons now, and we will return tomorrow. So thank you all for watching, have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. And just while the outro's going as well there, if you're still there, Sam, thank you once again. I almost forgot. Thank you again for 38 months of madness. Thank you so much for the sub, Sam. Thank you for the follow and welcome in, although we are just on our way out. But thank you for joining us there.